A potentially deadly new virus has reached the United States. It's the Oropouche virus, also known as sloth fever. It's typically found in South American countries, but it was reported in Florida that 9 new cases developed in Florida due to international travel. And now it's gone from Florida all the way up to New York, where we have a confirmed case this week of sloth fever. This is not something to take lightly. This is not something to ignore. And we have a long history in this country, and even in recent history, of ignoring some of the most urgent medical matters and thinking it's not a big deal. And I don't want y'all to be surprised by this one. All right. Again, sloth fever. It's a virus that is transmitted by animals like sloths, and it goes from them to mosquitoes, and then it goes from mosquitoes to humans. And the symptoms look like fevers, chills, headaches, muscle aches, joint pain, nausea, vomiting, and fatigue. So it can look like some different things, but be mindful of those symptoms. There's no cure for sloth fever, and the CDC says that it usually resolves itself within a few days. There are more serious cases, by the way, where people have died from sloth fever, but as far as we know, those cases have been tied to age and underlying conditions. So as of now, you may not die from it, but it is serious and it does spread. And I'm telling y'all this for a couple of reasons. I know a lot of times, especially since COVID, people don't trust the CDC. I understand why. Public health is political as much as it is medical. So you always have to be mindful of that. But because of that, there are a lot of people who ignore viruses, who ignore medical reports, who don't protect themselves, who don't pay attention to symptoms. I'm asking you all, pay attention to the symptoms, pay attention to what's going on, be mindful, protect yourselves, and see a doctor. See a doctor, see a healthcare professional if something happens that you don't quite know how to make sense of. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I hope it makes sense, y'all.